Well, Michael Blasco now with the food truck seminar, right? And you're the food truck king of Tampa Bay. It sounds like, man, how'd you get involved in food trucks?
Well, 3 years ago, a friend approached me and said, "Hey, I want to do the first food truck rally. Can you help me?" And I said, "Sure."
A food truck rally? I mean, they're going to go around in circles like a a race rally?
Well, we circle them up, and everybody else runs in circles around them, you know?
I see. Circle the wagons.
That's it.
But this is like the hottest, food business in the country right now, isn't it? Food trucks.
It is. We started back in 2011 when we probably had 15 trucks in the area. Now we have over 100.
Wow, from 15 to 100 in like 2 years. Wow, that's incredible. Yeah. So now you really got involved in that rally. So and then you hold a rally, like you got a whole bunch of food trucks and people come and have a great time. You get thousands of people and raise money for charity and all kinds of stuff, right? I don't think. Yeah, you got that.
That's right. Yeah, we do all kinds of things like that.
Yeah. And then what? But the food trucks, then they don't just participate in the rally. I mean, they're making money all the time, right?
Oh yeah. We place them all over the place. We place them at the University of South Florida. We place them at Tampa International Airport. We place them at Cigar City Brewing. So we place them all over the place.
And now what you're doing, then you're having a seminar in the middle of February where you're going to teach people like the basics of having a food truck, because it's sort of like an easier way to get in the food business without opening a restaurant or all this other kind of nonsense, right?
Right. It doesn't require as much of a capital investment. It's more flexible with your schedule because you don't have to be open 7 days a week. When you order a restaurant, you practically have to live there.
Yeah.
With a food truck, if it's parked, you're probably so busy, but at least you don't always have to be at a restaurant,
Yeah, so that's it. It didn't occur to me that in addition to the price being so much more reasonable to start a business, but it's really the demand on your time is more flexible. I mean, you have a better quality of lifestyle with a food truck than a...
It's possible. Some food trucks are so busy that they probably work more than a restaurateur.
I see. Well, that's a nice problem. That's incredible. So how long, well, I guess people have only been in the business for a couple of years down there, right?
Yeah, food trucks weren't very popular here. Back in 2010, I think there was maybe 2 trucks around, 3, 4, something like that. Very few that were actually mobile and moving. There was a few that were parked. There was one called the Taco Bus that just made the top, I think it was the top 10 list of food trucks across the country that was done by.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, so Taco Bus was the first food truck in Tampa, but it was a bus that they converted into a kitchen.
I see. So what do you cover in your seminar? I mean, it's like a 4-hour seminar, so this is a serious thing. It's not 20 minutes and...
It is, and there's a lot to cover. There's a lot to do to start a food truck. So we cover everything from what you actually have to do with the state, regulation-wise. That's kind of the first version of the seminar. And it kind of would mirror other states and other areas, most likely, to a certain extent, with, you have to file for a business license. You have to actually do a name search to make sure that you're not infringing on anyone else's name and things like that. So the process will be very similar. And we take them through and say, these are the different steps you should go in, this is the order you should go in. So we have a checklist out with all the information and resources for Florida. And then the second thing we do is we really start to cover, why are you in this business? What are your expectations? What kind of income can you realize from it? How much do you have to work? Then we move into marketing, and marketing is a huge part of this business. If you can market yourself well, you can be successful. If you can market yourself well, you can have the greatest food in the world.
And nobody shows up?
Nobody's there to eat it, you're not going to stand it.
I mean, do you also cover like sources of financing or how to get money to start one of these?
We do. We talk a lot about financing and different things that you can do. You're not going to find a lot of banks that'll finance a food truck.
Right.
What they'll finance, though, is the purchase of the truck.
Oh, I see. So it's like your restaurant building. I mean, so you can get that financed. Yeah.
Right. You can finance it with an auto loan, and that's usually the best route. That's the easiest way to get some financing. So if you have some capital, but you don't have enough to purchase a truck and start the business, you usually take out a loan on the truck.
So I mean, is it like tens of thousands, or I mean, what's the smallest amount you think you got to come up with to start something like this?
I usually tell people $40,000. There's
40,000, yeah.
There's actually some food trucks for sale on our website, and I think the lowest price right now is $25,000 for a truck, but it's not yet licensed.
Oh, I see.
To take it through the licensing process and everything else, that extra amount of time. There's some other trucks that are $30,000, but you got to figure, okay, you buy the business, now you have to wrap the truck. That's usually a few $1,000s. Usually 3 to 4,000 is a good rule of thumb for a wrap, if you're getting the right kind of wrap, and we go into that too. Right. You can spend $3,000 on a wrap, and if it's not the right material, it'll fade in a year.
I see, you're gone. Huh?
And then you have a $3,000 wrap, which is really good.
So now, even if it can be $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, I mean, there's then people have to consider partners or other ways to get their income if they don't have it all in cash themselves. I mean,
correct.
Yeah. And I guess, and the seminar, now you're available on the web too, so you're going to stream this seminar, the next one, right?
That's correct. I got a call a few weeks ago from Afghanistan.
They're going to join, right? Falafels in Afghanistan.
Well, it was a U.S. service member, but he's coming back to the States, and when he does, he wants to start a food truck. So
I see. Well, I mean, for a vet, there's probably good money around for him to help finance that thing too. Yeah, and so people could join, and the seminar's like $100 for, and you get the whole 4 hours and the whole thing. This is nothing. This is a giveaway. Yeah. And it'll be online, so people could join, and you can ask questions, right? And be in the seminar and be asking you questions. And Michael, how the hell do you really do this, huh? And so you'll have people just manning the website and answering those questions too, huh?
Correct. That way people can get their questions fielded.
Right. Wonderful. So it's foodtruckseminar.com, and a way to find out, I mean, even if you don't go into business, man, it's a way to understand that growth industry, so you find partners or whatever the heck it is to do this, because I know where I am in Washington, man, you could throw a stone and hit 15 of these things.
Yeah, you have to differentiate yourself. We talk about that too. You have to do something different.
Yeah.
You can't just say, I'm going to do hamburgers and hot dogs and try to roll out.
I mean all the weird stuff that the people go for this. We want exotic tastes, right? But your rallies are like parties. I mean, this is what you're throwing food truck parties around the city, huh?
We do, and we have a blast. I don't think I could have a better job. I don't even realize it's a job.
Oh, you're calling this work. You're calling it a job. Huh?
Somebody's got to do it,
right? Well, wonderful, Michael. Nice to meet you. And food truck rallies, and go to foodtruckseminar.com and get on this. And so after, you're going to have one of the, what's the date of that one in February? February what?
February 16th from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay, 5 to 9, that's a Saturday, right?
It's a Sunday, actually.
Oh, Sunday. Okay, Sunday. What else are you going to do? Football be over?
Try to do Sunday night because it's usually the best for folks that are in the restaurant business. Because
right, they're not open, right. That's right. So if you have a restaurant, this is a good thing to start investigating, right?
It's not a bad option, you know? If you're in a location where you can leverage your brand, a lot of trucks here locally that own restaurants also leverage the restaurant, because now you have a catering vehicle, you have a vehicle you go out and actually, brand your business with. So.
All right. Oh, that's wonderful. Foodtruckseminar.com. Will you have more seminars after February?
We will. We'll do it every other month on the third Sunday of the month.
Third Sunday of the month, every other month. So it's a even month, right? Every January, February, March, April.
I feel like you're trying to.
It's a trick question. But now it's February, that's number 2 month, right? So the next one will be April, number 4 month. Oh, my video got stuck, but yeah, I think we're right. Anyway, every other month, and it's foodtruckseminar.com. Don't trust us, go to the website and find out, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Matthew.
Thank you so much, Michael. Take care.
Thanks, Matthew. We'll see you.